What's up?
Not too much, you?
You actually have your uniform done up today. What's going on?
Yeah, I got in some decent trouble, so I thought I might as well wear it properly.
What's the big deal anyway, man? It's only a uniform. What's your problem with it?
I don't know, man. I just hate it. It's really uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. If you're kind of lucky enough to go to the school, you should at least kind of respect the rules, you know? It's just one thing that the teachers here want to see, and, you know, it'll get them off your back.
And to be honest, I don't really care.
Isn't it kind of messing up your social life a bit? I mean, you must be missing out on some good times with your friends. Is that what you want?
Nah, man. Now that you put it that way, it does kind of suck having to deal with detention all the time. It's kind of pointless.
Well, you know the only way to make that stop is to start wearing your uniform correctly. Seriously, all you should do is just, for a couple days, just test it out, wear it normally, and before you know it, you'll get used to it. It won't be a big deal anymore.
Yeah, man. I guess you're right. I should start next week.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but it would probably be best if you started today. See, the thing is that when we wear the uniform properly, we're representing ourselves and the school properly.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Uniform's important because it increases the school pride, you know, whether we know it or not, and it creates unity within the students, and it gears our focus more towards learning, and our appearance is less of a distraction, you know?
Kinda, yeah.
All right, buddy, well, I'm glad that you're starting to see where me and your teacher are kind of coming from, you know?
Yeah, you're right. I agree with what you're saying. I just don't know if I can help myself when I fall back into my old habits.
Trust me, man, we've all been there before. As corny as it sounds, I think it would be beneficial if you kind of set some goals for yourself.
What do you mean?
Well, how often are you getting these detentions?
Basically every other day?
Well, that's a perfect place to start. And hey, when you think about it, you'd be getting heavily rewarded for every weekend that you go without detention.
What do you mean?
I mean that every time you're not in the garden with Father Singer, instead you can be doing whatever you want to do and not be limited by outside factors, such as your teacher being cheesed about the way your tie is.
Yeah, man, you know what? I think it's time that I start turning some things around, not just with my uniform.
What do you mean by that?
I think that these detentions have not just been getting in the way of my social life, but also academically.
What are you talking about? Don't you at least work when you're in the detentions?
No, I'm usually just too distracted by the fact that I'm in there and I'm sleeping or something.
Well, I guess you can see now how small things like the uniform affect a lot of other things in the big picture.
You know what? I am in a way kind of glad that you made me think of it this way.
Cool, man. Well, hey, I gotta get to class. So good luck with everything, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, peace.